As a full-time working mom of two, I want to give some advice today about how to get through a packed work-life month without burning out, because I just experienced this. Now, for the last few years, I've been increasingly intentional about not packing too many things into our weeks and our weekends. And this typically comes in the form of really trying to space things out correctly, right? In industrial engineering and in my work, this is really called load leveling. It's trying to create a smooth flow, and that's really what I've been trying to do with my life over the next few years. However, sometimes, right, even with the best of intentions and also my weekly planning process in place, we seem to get a whole bunch of things like squeezed into just a few weeks. And this happened, this late May into early June. And there just kind of was event after wonderful event, right? There was a bachelorette party, and then a wedding, a memorial, a family trip, a weekend, camping trip with other families with kids, and this was also, kind of interspersed and paired with really important and time-consuming things at work. So, listen, I'm a big advocate of saying no, in order to not, kind of pack our schedules full. But when I evaluated all of these things, I didn't want to say no to any of them. And honestly, most of the event dates were really not actually in my control. So here's what I did, and kind of thought about it in order to kind of create that balance without burning out. The first thing was, I realized that these few weeks were just going to be pretty full. And I purposefully evaluated everything, and I, on purpose, right, decided to keep it all in the schedule. Secondly, I realized that these events and these experiences were all amazing things that I wanted to be a part of, right, that filled different areas of my life. And I wanted to share them with the people that were also going to be involved. Thirdly, I made sure, however, to build in some buffer time into the family schedule, into my schedule, in addition to just some extra, kind of self-care time for as soon as that full busy time was over. And lastly, I just chose to be extra cognizant of looking for and finding those small, precious moments of peace, joy, or beauty kind of within, these really busy times. And, when things get hectic, I always go back to remembering to be purposeful, right? Controlling what you can control and being purposeful about seeing the good and the beauty that is there. And I feel like I was reminded this on kind of the last hurrah of this really busy time. It was a camping trip this past weekend with 3 other families, all having kids the same age. And, we woke up in this very messy tent, but my kids were just laying there. And when you just watch your baby sleep, well, my kids are not babies anymore, but I just felt this immense love for them, and I just saw this beauty within them. And I loved that moment. So, just remember to, control what you can, look for the good, and give yourself some downtime after you're going to have a busy time. So that's all I have for today. I'm Tara Moeller, founder of Motherhood Balanced, helping working moms to reclaim their time so that they can be the mother and the career woman that they've always envisioned.